I have to ask. Well, before we lose track of the Kagurabachi thing, I only read like the first few chapters, and I thought like, okay, the art's cool, but is it any good? Is it
It's
actually
actually
good?
legitimately extremely good.
Oh, okay.
It's good. I don't go as far as others. Some people really really like it. I think it is good. I think it is normally good. Well written shonen. There are some aspects that are interesting, and I think if Hokuzono writes more into those, it'll be really, really cool. And I think if he sort of just meanders in the middle ground of a normal battle shonen with some cool characters and some cool fights, it'll be fine. It'll be like a good entry in Jump's catalog of battle shonen. But it's just nice. It's nice to have. It's nice to see a just a solid entry in the magazine. I think because it's been so like sporadic. It'll be like something like Chainsaw Man, JJK, and these like crazy things will come out, and I'll be like, "Holy shit!" And then there'll just be years where it's just like, "Wow, these are not very good."
You
These are
need to
like
put
bad,
you need to put your faith in Ken Wakui and Asteroid Royale. You have
Let's
to Asteroid Royale sweep.
I'm not.
Yo,
I'm not
I just
heard-
learned the
I
name
heard-
of that today, so
famous mangaka Ken Wakui recommended Astro Royale, a veteran of the delinquent genre. He was saying
bless
Wow.
him.
this is the
That's
future of the
crazy.
delinquent genre.
No, but what's it called? There was a new one that is cool as well. Ichi the
Oh,
Witch. Ichi the Witch. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't I
With,
haven't read that yet.
It's pretty good.
Usazaki.
Actually
of,
good, yeah.
Of Act
Yeah,
Age.
it's pretty good.
The Act Age artist. She's back. She's back from her well deserved hiatus after the fiasco that was.
Yeah. What was with the act age guy? Was he just like a nonce or something? Like what was up with him?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He was,
Yeah,
he
fuck
was,
that guy.
he was hitting up teenagers. It was not good.
Ooh.
Yeah, he actually got some pretty serious time for it too, though.
Oh, good.
So,
Yeah, I hope he's still
opposed to
there.
some of the high profile,
Yeah.
some of the high profile cases, but yeah, he got done in, and I think she was pretty shocked by that. So she took a step back from the industry. No shame there. She's back working with the Iramakun author. Because is it Iramakun the end, or I don't know, but a top class shonen comedy adventure writer from Iramakun.
Did you see that the mangaka behind Insomniacs After School and like a bunch of other really
Yeah.
great manga is she's teaming up. She's going to do the art for a story written by the mangaka behind Anohana, I think.
Right, we're getting a lot of team ups. The manga industry.
They're bringing in the
maybe-
Avengers.
Yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
Stone Temple Pilots of manga. Yeah.
We're seeing them take on a little bit of like the American comic style model. We've got a writer artist team more so, which is something that's happened before in manga, like Death
That's
Note,
not
like
unheard of.
right?
Like,
Yeah,
that's
it's not
not-
unheard of, but it's definitely this is more than you usually see for sure, which is good. I think that's just a good idea. You know what I mean?
All right.
You know what's a crazy manga team up we're gonna have to talk about later today? Tatsuki Fujimoto and fucking I don't remember the mangaka's name in Just Listen to the Song.
Yeah, that was a team up.
We have to dive back into that later, just because there has been a happenstance this week, but
Oh my god.
The discourse. It was.
I want to talk about it so bad. I want to talk about it so bad, but we don't have. We can do that
just
later.
to give credit where it's due. Toda Oto is the other
Toto
the
Oto, that's
artist on Just Listen to the Song, written by Fujimoto, drawn by someone else, if you didn't know. Which
Yeah, Fujimoto style very, very well.
yeah, it's not as hard as all that.
Awesome.
I would not be, I remember Fujimoto gave some interview comment where he was like, "Oh, I'll just write the storyboards and than have other people draw it. And I was like, that's dope. And everyone's like, no,
Real.
oh my god. Well, he hates manga now. And I was like, I think he's just lazy, man. I think he's just tired.
Also,
he's just like nah,
I forgot about that. Wasn't that like also clearly a joke?
Well, it's kind of probably a joke,
Yeah.
but yeah.
It's probably like a half joke where it's like some of it's based in like he's tired, but
like for real, I don't want to draw.
You know what I mean? It would be dope. But speaking of Tatsu Fujimoto drawing, we are here today on another episode of the Public Safety Special Broadcast. That is right, the final episode of the Tokyo arc of the series. I'm gonna be flying out on Tuesday. I won't be around to read the chapter. You'll have to wait until Wednesday when I'm laying up in my hotel room.
Damn, no Dove's thread on Chainsaw Man Tuesdays like the 9/11 of our fandom.
Actually, there might be. I might be able to make it in time. I don't know. No.
Get that Delta Wi-Fi.
Late. I'll actually be super late. Yeah, it would be cool if I could see it on the plane, but I don't think Air Canada. I'm flying with. I don't think
Air Canada.
Dog said Air Canada.
Well, if you have T-Mobile service and you fly Delta, you get free Wi-Fi.
I don't have. Neither of those things are the case. But shout out to our sponsor for the episode.
T-Mobile and Delta Airlines. Don't bring your dogs. They'll kill them.
Legally, that's a joke. We have no sponsors. Delta, fuck you. I don't care. Okay. We're not talking about that. We're here to talk about Chainsaw Man, the latest Chainsaw Man chapter. Ooh, it was good.
Chainsaw Man was crazy good this week.
Yeah, it was crazy good this week.
She was Boston.
I'm glad to have you back on the fucking podcast.
Glad to be back.
Speaking of which, let's all go around and introduce ourselves in the public safety tradition. Give your name, age, and devil contract, any one of which can be confidential information. Of course, I am your host, Secret Does, age 34, and my contract is still with the War Devil, Jesus Christ. Lily, go ahead and take it again.
Hello, my name is Lilymoto from Twitter.com. I'm 23 years old. My contract is with the Jujutsu Kaisen Devil. It makes me really bad at staying a consistent quality.
Okay, that's kind of lame devil power, but we'll take it.
No, it's a dope devil power.
It makes me inconsistent. Okay. And last but not least, Jake.
Hello, I'm back. I'm back from the store with the milk carton. My name's Jake, now 27 years old. Yeah, I leveled up. Sheesh. My contract is with the Earth, Wind, and Fire Devil because I spent 7 hours last night. I got like 5 hours of sleep because there's a Hololive VTuber who spent 8 hours singing September by Earth, Wind, and Fire, just like a continuous shitpost live stream. And I stayed up to watch the entire thing, even though I knew I had to be up early for this podcast.
Wow. That's dedication. Yeah. That's dedication to a really meaningless cause, which I respect that. I'm
down the VTuber rabbit hole right now.
Yeah, you're going on the VTuber. It's fun. I like some VTubers. But you know what else is fun? Chainsaw Man. You know what else was really fun? Chainsaw Man, chapter 177. Trigger Finger. Wow. This is a short chapter, but it was chock full of shit. I don't even know where to begin. Let's just start the beginning. This first page with Yoru giving the bang this is actually, it goes by in a moment, but it actually settles a long-standing debate around Makima, if you didn't know. you didn't know. There's been a long time discussion of how did Makima's powers work. Was that a contract that she had? Was that her power? Was it just something she could do? Or was it some other devil power? And now we know. This thing, that's the gun devil. That is not the control devil. That is the gun devil.
I never even thought about that. That makes so much sense now. Because I remember I was thinking, I was like, could Nayuta do the bang thing? I mean, obviously not now.
No.
07. But I just smacked my mic. But
shut up. She can. She's still alive, but she can't do it. But she's still not there.
She's just 5 feet off screen.
Yeah, she's just pretending. Come on.
Every chapter I get more and more worried that this is real. Chat.
I know. No. Nuh-uh.
It's not going to be
Nothing
real
has
until the last
changed.
chapter.
Nothing about the scenario has changed. You can keep the copium is stable. Do not give in to despair.
Well, all I'm saying is, that head didn't have a mole. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're so right. Cook.
That's what I'm saying.
Cook.
Look,
Yeah.
we all saw it. We all saw it twice on 3 times on 3 different pages. Confirmed.
I don't think I was there for that episode, or maybe I was. I don't remember. I have a sneeze coming, by the way. My dumb cat has just been all over me. No, but I mean, as shocking as that was, that did lead to the hardest moment in Chainsaw Man history, which was Denji just grabbing Baku's head off.
Yeah,
just close fisting, white knuckling his head.
Crazy.
Sorry, that's not this chapter, but still, I just had to get that out there.
Let's just talk about that chapter instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you can check out our discussion on that chapter if you go back to episode, I don't know, it's probably like 36 or something like that.
Good segue.
Well, yeah, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You can get our discussion on every single chapter. Subscribe, comment right now. Say,
ring that notification bell.
What are you doing with that fucking hat, dude? Well, there you go.
Keep that fucking hat on. I swear to God, I love
it.
If you take it off,
it stays on. Don't tempt me.
I like it.
It's good. Good hat.
Yeah. That's just the first page. We're already getting in here. Yoru, she blasts Pochita. Pochita tries to block it. He cannot. Ooh, this is tough. Pochita's down 2 arms, and he cannot block these guns. This is tough.
You gotta remember, this Pochita is so much stronger than he was when he fought Makima, too.
Yup. This is powered
up Pochita. This is a powered up Pochita?
This is powered up Pochita.
Where does he scale to Goku?
You're so right. I didn't even think about that.
I don't even know. It all depends on. I feel like they would just be friends, though. Honestly,
I would say this Pochita is maybe 3 Gokus, but Yoru now is 3.5 Gokus. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, okay. I'm saying
it'd be an easy stomp, but
I have nothing to do. I'm unassociated with Jake Jones, the content creator. You can find all of his opinions on his own.
How did he get the link to this website? We got to kick him out.
How did he get in here? Who is this guy?
I use my legal name just as a way to challenge people.
That's right. You find him out there. It's over. Yes, Pochita is in a little bit of power scaling trouble here, at least from the way the fight has gone thus far. But before the fight continues, we get a little bit more Asa Yoru dynamic. This is something that has been coming through in the last 2 chapters. I'm assuming it's going to continue to develop all throughout this fight. It's kind of impossible to have Yoru doing all this stuff without some kind of address of what's Asa up to in this situation. And we get a little bit. I will admit, Asa's whole demeanor throughout all of this does seem kind of strange. You know what I mean? It is kind of strange. That's how I felt. How did you two feel about the Asa, your discussion?
I have a notes app pulled up with like points, and that one of them was uh Asa, like Asa's appearance in this chapter, or as you know, her trying to reassure herself and Yoru. Is this how we're gonna save Denji? Is this truly how we're gonna do it? Also, nice Picari sweat. Is that Picari sweat you're drinking? Show that to the camera.
No, this is not. This is Kieran
Oh.
Loves Sports, which is not as good.
Oh, off brand, off brand. But you
It's
know,
still good.
this is what I've wanted from Chainsaw Man Part 2 for quite a while now, which was
Mhm.
more Asa Yoru focus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, I can't help but feel like the character. I think we're still missing crucial Asa Yoru development. Even like I know that we got a great amount of it during the Falling Devil arc. To the point where you could even say that, you know, we got enough of it during that. But I don't know. For me, for some reason, just after not having Asa Yoru focus for a while and then having her kind of come back in here and there, I still can't help but feel like the characters have been ever so slightly, I guess, like sidelined in the story. I'm so glad that they're
Yeah.
back. And I'm so glad that they're the main focus. But with Asa kind of going back and forth between, you know, she got kind of badass when they were breaking Denji out, picking up some fighting moves from Yoru. To now, she seemed almost meek in the most
She
recent
seems
chapter.
she seems
Yeah.
very passive. She's been very.
Yeah.
She hasn't been as involved. I'm still interested to see where it goes. It feels like this is all you
It's all
know.
part of the plan.
He's doing this weird style of writing. Well, not weird, but he's doing this sort of drawn out style of writing where, you know, it's all waiting for the shoes to drop, and we're getting some dropping, but there's still more things sort of strung along. And
He's waiting for Yuko to come back with the other shoe.
Oh shit! Real
hey,
cook up.
maybe
Oh.
maybe we could. It's there's so many things still on the table here.
I'm saying
And-
Yuka's the fix on man. That's my theory. Yeah.
Fake something.
Yuko cut her own head off. Now we're
Yeah, well,
cooking.
she just did that, yeah.
Let's go. She just does that.
Best character coming back. I swear
That's
to
just
God.
the thing she can do.
This is one of her devil powers.
Yeah, I will say it seems like Asa has become very passive as opposed to how she was at the beginning. She was
Yeah.
taking a lot of initiative. She was trying to make this situation with Yoru work out. And then ever since she got the deal with Fami and became like a celebrity, she's just sort of being very like, okay, I'm just going along, I'm just doing what I need to do. I
to
just
be fair-
accept the things that happen.
Lily, if you want to go.
Wait.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No. It kind of feels like Asa and Yoru, like it feels like they got like a whole arc that happened off screen, which they kind of did, right? Because we never really saw them as like devil hunters, so it kind of feels like there was this like unspoken development between these two that either like Fujimoto's waiting to show us, or that we're just going to have to like, into it.
Yeah,
which I
he
think was
does.
pretty
He
cool.
does do that kind of thing a lot, like where that would happen a lot with the Hayakawa family in part one,
Yeah.
where you'd come back to them, and they'd be doing some crazy shit, and you'd be like,
Off-screen
what
development.
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to be fair
off-screen
for
development. He does
Asa,
that kind of shit.
in her defense, she's had a really weird day.
It's true.
She's had a really weird day.
It's true. It's also okay. So in this conversation, there is this final moment where Yoru looks at Asa and says, "Children are their parents' property." All right, and let's talk a little bit about this conversation because this is actually quite interesting, and I did really like it in terms of this dynamic, developing sort of their feelings about the situation, and especially Asa's sort of feelings about it. She's talking about yes. She's talking about she's still sort of questioning whether this plan is really what they need to do, as she was doing in their bath conversation, which is it's kind of weird. I will say it's sort of like, Asa, if you have these misgivings, like, what are you doing, Asa? What are you doing?
You know, I was kind of wondering after reading this, in that, because you brought up the bath conversation, and that just made me have a bit of a Jimmy Neutron brain blast. But if sacrificing, so Yoru said that the sacrifice, she has something to sacrifice that's way greater than anything Asa has sacrificed, in reference to her children, the Gun Devil and Tank Devil. But then in this chapter, she says, the children are the parents' property. Like, it was almost like it was not that difficult for her. So what was it? If it's not that difficult, surely the weapons can't be that strong.
I think it's cope. I think children are their parents' property, because, especially because like she has that panel where she pauses before, and you know she's looking so forlorn. You know, like, damn, I really
It's
did
true.
that. Yeah, I think she's coping.
Well, that's also a little bit of a power scaling, a power system explanation, right? Because their ability, they have to own the things that they turn into weapons. They have to belong to them. And so Yoru perceiving her children as her own property is like a necessary condition of the whole thing working, right?
Yeah.
So that line there does give us a little bit of, well, that's why this can even work at all. But okay, that was a really interesting moment, because Asa looks pretty shocked at that statement. Like, and okay, here's my read on the whole Asa Yoru thing and how the development fits in the story. I think the way it's been displayed is a little jarring, but sort of the idea is that in the Falling arc, Asa is like, she's super lonely, right? Like, she got rejected.
Yeah, she's like a femcel
by all these people, right? She goes through this like just like cope of like, I don't even care that he stood me up, and then Yoshida sends her off on her way. He's like, get out of here, stay away from me, stay away from Denji,
stay away from my Pookie Denji.
Yeah.
And then she's like, she's super sad, and she's like caught up in loneliness. And then after that, the deal with Fami gives her a way to find companionship with Yoru specifically. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it makes them famous, and that gives her a sort of like ego boost that also helps with that. But basically, now she can like be totally alone. You know what I mean? Like, she can be alone, and she has Yoru there as companionship, and she doesn't have to talk to anybody else. She can, and she's just famous, and she's the hero. She can go.
She has a poetry book coming out.
That's right. She got a poetry book coming out. She can just, live her life
You guys
that
pre-ordered the
way.
poetry book?
I already got one. I stole a copy.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I'm gonna leak it on Twitter later.
Oh, thank
What?
God.
Let's go.
Leak culture has gone too far. We're leaking
Too far.
fictional works from the Chainsaw Man universe.
Asa's poetry book, the next JJK.
Woo! Yep. Lock in
I'm
for
gonna leak
leaks.
one
Leak
poorly
night.
translated poem a week.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yes. But in this stretch since 167 and now through here, there's sort of like the Asa Yoru relationship is unraveling. Is the cracks are coming in, and the actual conflict between them is coming into play. So I find that very interesting conversation.
Yeah?
Yes. Okay. One thing I do want to add. I'm mega yapping here, so anybody jump in at any time. About the children of their parents' property and like the sacrificing children for the parents. So this is like
Demon Chainsaw Man or something. Is that something that's
mean,
been covered up a few times?
that is a major theme. Yes, a major theme of parent-child dynamics and sort of abusive relationships in there. But for Asa specifically, right? 'Cause she looks so fucking. She's like, what the fuck? For Asa specifically, that's like the opposite of her whole self-concept, right? Her mom sacrificed her life for Asa, and so like the idea of children being their parents' property is like antithetical to Asa's memory of her relationship with her own mother, which is like that's the core of her whole fucking identity, right?
I know you say that you're just yapping, but that actually, like, when you put it like that, it actually does make a lot of sense, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was Fujimoto's intention, was to like for the more attentive readers, you know. This is, I mean, sure, to anyone, it would be like, why would, of course you're supposed to protect your children. But to Asa in particular, you know, she was the protected child now watching, you know, a parent sacrifice
she's
her
in
children.
the position
Yeah.
of the mother, right?
Yes.
I think one of the best panels is the one where like Asa's like looking down at her hands. They've been like replaced by these gauntlets, and she's like she's losing part of her identity. You know, she's like having it overwritten by Yoru by force.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes. It's I'm really interested to see where he goes with this. I do hope, like many people, that you know, we continue to get deeper and deeper into it as the events of the story go on. Because, I mean, who even knows? We could be heading into a whole third part of the story, even, where more things can happen. Who fucking knows? Yeah. We're so lost over here. Like, the fandom has no fucking signposts.
I feel like the last year is just, I have no idea what the fuck is happening.
Well, the only thing
new Chainsaw Chapter coming through
for sure. Yeah. The only thing I can ever tell for sure with Chainsaw Man, and even then I can't tell for sure, is when I finish a chapter and I see, all right, is the next one 7 days, 14 days, or 21 days? 21 days has only happened once, but even then, even that's not like accurate sometimes.
Sometimes like this just lies to you.
Yeah. That's why I checked Duff's Twitter. I'm like, okay, is it actually 7 days?
Check my Twitter. I check, and you can read, I assume, the basic kanji for the dates. I just check Jump Plus. The
when I would review Chainsaw Man, I would read through the Japanese version as well, just to see if there's any funny like translation things. Mm-hmm. That's how I was able to tell that in the one Fumiko chapter way back then that they were singing "Choo Choo Lovely," "Mini Mini
Right.
Prim Prim," I could tell because like I saw
The whole
like
fucking thing.
I love that song. I've loved that song for like over a
It's a
decade.
great song.
Oh my
I
God.
could see
Banger.
like the aluminum, and I was like, wait, that's very familiar. And
You're
I went
like,
to read the
hold on.
Japanese. Yeah.
You fucking
And I was
locked
like,
in.
oh my god, holy shit, that's
Yep.
the one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
But no, I
dope.
don't read the Japanese one anymore.
Did you know? Brief tangent. We always got to go on the tangents when Jake's here. Maximum the Hormone did a new recording of Choo Choo Lovely featuring Ano, the
That's who
singer,
that
the
was.
idol,
Yeah.
the idol singer who
she's
did
great, yeah.
who did one of the Chainsaw Man endings, the puke kiss ending song.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
great song too. And they released it together, and when they released it, they were like, "If you want a lyric sheet, go check out Chainsaw Man Chapter One."
So
Literally,
real. So
they
real.
the was it Sony Music in their promo was like, "This chapter has all the lyrics."
That's so
what-
fucking pissed.
As a Maximum the Hormone fan, when that chapter came out, there was actually recently a sort of re-recording of Choo Choo Lovely. There's a recent re-recording by essentially a Maximum the Hormone legacy band called Kodali, and that was a really good. It's like a super group of like Maximum the Hormone was like, okay, you guys can also kind of take some of our work because we're old.
You
and
can
guys
just
are
have
young.
some of our songs because y'all
Yeah.
y'all are chill. That's
Yeah,
dope.
no, they're really good though. Kodali, I think they're called. But
There you go.
they did. There's a great version, and that got that re-recording a bunch of views. Just that Chainsaw Man chapter. So it brought attention to a really cool subsidiary of
That's sweet.
Maximum the
See,
Hormone.
look at that. This is the Fujimoto multimedia empire that's being built out here.
Absolutely.
USJ collab going on now. I'm not gonna go. I don't care about theme parks. I was thinking about going, and then I was like, do I want to go to a fucking theme park? No, I don't. Oh well. Oh well.
You know what? I'd be remiss if I didn't mention one other possible tangent. We were just talking about children. Asa, Yoru, Yoru's children, Asa being a child. Doves, I don't know if you talked about this, but did you know that your child recently celebrated a birthday?
My child?
Public safety. September 4th.
Public
turned 1
safety?
years old.
Oh, wow. I
Turned
didn't-
1 years old, 18 years after the death of Steve
Yes.
Irwin, mind you. But
Wow.
oh wait, no, wait. Was Steve Irwin died the 4th or the 6th? I don't remember. That was a huge thing for me. I love Steve Irwin, but
Rest in peace to the goat.
yeah,
The
Rest in
croc.
peace.
07.
To the croc.
07.
Yeah,
Well, happy birthday.
yeah. I don't know if you mentioned it
There
on the
you go.
cast.
And we did not. I did not
Oh, yeah.
track that. I've been waiting for episode 50, which is coming down the line. It'll be probably a few more months, but episode 50 coming in hot. Get ready for that. I don't know if we're gonna do something special, but I will mention it on the show.
It's secret Dove's IP address reveal.
Yeah.
Credit card number
Yeah.
reveal.
Yeah.
Maybe you're gonna like reveal the secret of the dubs.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
It's gonna be
That's not a bad idea.
It's gonna be an identity theft party where everyone steals my identity and makes large purchases. Ruins my credit score. That's what we're gonna do. Get ready. Get excited, everybody.
We're gonna contract with the large purchase devil.
Yeah.
There you go.
I would not be surprised if Doves has already ruined his credit score being in Japan right now and being in Japan for the past however many months.
I suppose maybe so.
Oh, I would buy a bunch of
I
shit.
don't think so. But I have bought some stuff, but not.
Yeah, we
not
just
that
like we
much stuff.
pan the camera to the left a little bit. It's just like
Yeah.
a mountain of just Yoru merch.
I have purchased
Yoru
quite a
plushies.
bit of look back merchandise. Look Back merch.
Oh, I mean, well, that's
many, many tickets to go see Look Back. That's been the bulk, I would say.
Lily, do you have your Look Back tickets? Are you gonna see Look Back?
Yeah, I got tickets for Saturday and Sunday. I'm considering buying a few more for Saturday and maybe one for Friday as well.
Holding up a high five.
Yeah.
Oh, you have 3 days? Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going on the 6th of October.
Oh, my God. Well, have fun.
Thank you. Yeah, you too.
Yeah, enjoy. Everybody, my guests, my co-hosts, all listeners, everybody on the world who is getting ready to go see Look Back soon, get ready for that. It's so fucking sick. It's so fucking good.
This is gonna be the best movie I've ever seen.
It is, yeah. It is one of the best movies I've ever watched. Even for how short it is, it's just incredible. I watched it again last week. One more for the road. It's gas. It was just me and one other dude in the theater at fucking 8 p.m. on a Tuesday. It was great. My God. It was so good. Speaking of so good, let's talk about the rest of this chapter.
My bad.
The rest of this chapter, absolutely not. We love it. That's what we're here for. So Asa and Yoru have their little back and forth. It's very interesting. We're getting a little bit more of the Asa back in the story. I'm hoping to see her break out, Asa, get out of there. Asa,
take back your life.
Yeah, fight back. No. I think we will see it at some point. It'll probably be fucking peak. But we still have to wait a little bit more. But in the meantime, some other peak shit goes down. Yoru is so mad. The Yoru expressions of these past 4 chapters have been crazy good.
She's me in a game of Deadlock.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The cockroach on the floor keeps dodging my foot.
Is that what you do? Do you ask your teammates if they want to eat you when you're mad?
No, I see. My teammates carry me. My teammates carry me, and I get mad, and I say this game sucks, and then I still play it. But still,
then you queue up
I do the Yoru faces. Woo!
That's right. This was Yoru's. She still hates Chainsaw Man. She's fucking crazy. Evil devil. There was an interesting thing. She was like, "Does this make you want to eat me?" Which is just like, what is with these devils? Are so weird.
You want to eat me?
What is with them? What is with them and eating each other and getting eaten? I don't know, but that was just an interesting thing. Then we get the Pochita. Pochita gets out of there. Pochita runs away.
Coward.
Yeah, he's got no truck with this. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to eat her. Apparently, he's just like, I gotta get out of here.
Do you think this signifies the return of the world's greatest Chainsaw Man character, Kobeni Higashiyama?
It better.
Do you think she has a new job working at the blood bank?
Blood bank?
I got some peek for you. Wait, let me cook.
Yeah.
All right. So all right, we got the blood bank, right? So obviously you're thinking blood devil, right? You're thinking power. Oh man, Denji sells that contract. He's got to go find the blood devil. But all right, hey, what if we see Kobeni again? It's like part 1, but now she's got a new job. And she gets injected with the blood devil blood, and now Kobeni, it's like she becomes like a hybrid. The blood
Kobeni is the new blood
but
devil.
like both in one body, like exactly, Jekyll and Hyde.
Wow, 2 comebacks in one.
As long as like she kind of keeps a bit of Kobeni in her, I'm with it. That's a fucking fantastic idea.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Fujimoto,
I'm glad
let's into this. Do this next week. Scrap whatever you've got. Scrap whatever you got.
I'm calling Fujimoto right now. All right, you can use this idea.
This is a song you have to listen to.
That's right. I tracked him down in Tokyo, and I've got him tied up in my closet. I'm gonna let him know.
That was the other person in the theater with you, actually.
That was him.
Yeah.
It could have been him.
That
I
would
don't
have
know.
been
I don't think he lives out here.
It was
in
either
Chiba,
Fujimoto or
but no one
Hideo
knows.
Kojima, so.
yeah.
I do know what Hideo looks like.
It's
I would've-
the quantum Hideo Kojima. It's just anytime you see look back, there's like a 20% chance that Hideo Kojima is just
Yeah,
right
exactly. Oh, Mr.
He
Kojima.
was not in any of the screenings I went to.
I loved Death Stranding.
It's a great game.
there. I too am a fan of Japanimation.
Yeah, I heard you like Lico Rico. He loves Lico Rico, which is great. Like Rico. That is a good show. 2, speaking of a good show, we get a little bit of Chainsaw Man comedy. This actually had me laughing
Yeah, right.
when
It's
I
so
was
funny.
reading it. Like I actually fucking busted out laughing because I was like, my mind was getting blown by this chapter. I was like, holy shit! Oh my god, Yoru's going crazy. Yoru and Asa. Oh my god, what's gonna happen with him? Oh fuck, Vegeta. And then of course, in the middle of the chaos, Fujimoto drops just a little bit, just a little, not a full chapter this time, but just a little bit of that silliness with Pochita going to the blood drive and asking for blood. He needs help, which is another interesting little power scaling thing, power system developing some more.
We
For
JJ
some-
in this bitch.
Yeah, for some reason, Pochita cannot regenerate his arms at this point. Now, some people have said it's because, the gun, Yoru's gun ability has some special properties. It could be. It can also just be that, like, he's low on blood, right?
Yeah.
Like, who knows?
I mean, this is the first time we've seen Pochita like this damaged before, right? Like Makima during that fight, he's just like, I guess regenerating from the atmosphere, but even then, it's,
Yeah, but he was able to regenerate, right, all the way from his heart. He was eating a
he
lot
hadn't
of.
taken any damage up until then.
Yeah, he was eating a lot of devils at the time. So maybe that is what allows him to keep regenerating. And the thing is, Yoru just blasted him in the stomach, and he spat a bunch of stuff out. You know, so now he's hungry again. He can't just fucking regenerate. I bet
he needs a sweet treat. He needs a little snack.
He needs a little snack. He goes and asks for it though. He's such
a nice boy.
Very demure, very mindful.
Very mindful, very demure. Yeah, he could have eaten this young woman asking for blood.
Yasashi.
He doesn't. Yeah, he killed those dudes with spears though. He chopped their heads though. Fuck off, dude. He did not give a fuck. He could. Why didn't you snack down on them? I don't know. Maybe now you're regretting.
Do you think Pochita's saying anything at the end here when it's like Vam Vaga? Because last time he was saying like hamburger. He was like, yo, I want a burger. He's at the burger joint. So
maybe he's asking for burger. The next page is America, so he could be saying hamburger. You know what I mean? That would make sense. This is a little bit of just like a motif building from Fujimoto.
Hamburger devil. That's what's inside. No spoilers. That's what's inside the statue.
Ooh.
However, in this chapter, Fujimoto has committed the greatest possible offense to Americans in our culture by removing the trigger finger of hundreds of thousands of our beloved, patriotic NRA members.
Yeah,
that is a true opinion of the podcast.
Fujimoto
official statement from the podcast.
Co-signed by
Secret Dubs. Secret Dubs
I think
is
That's what I. That's what I believe.
Yeah,
Go
that is a
NRA.
belief held by all three
We
of
love
us.
them over here. They're the best.
Chat, clip that.
Yeah, we get a bunch of Americans. There was a lot of talk about the fact that this is the first black character ever
First and
illustrated
second.
by Fujimoto. Maybe
Is that
like
true?
I think.
At least like in his published work.
Yeah,
It might.
I think so. I think in
God
everything.
damn. Oh my god, is this Peter Jackson? What the fuck?
This is the first. This
Taking
is the
this
first.
long?
Yeah. Yeah. Even though he's had multiple American characters in his stories, and he had the Fire Punches set in India or something.
It's in India.
I don't know. I don't.
I'm finding
I
this
don't.
out for the first time.
I think so. I think it's supposed to be around there. Maybe not. That was just something I heard. I have not checked that with the lore, but yeah, an unfortunate soul with some nice twists, and he lost. He's one of the Americans, one of the proud American gun owners who lost his trigger finger. Devastated the American economy. Lockheed Martin stocks tanked. Yeah, tank. Wait a minute.
Let's see if I can
Fujimoto, the
this way.
genius?
What?
Wait.
Oh my god.
I'm doing it too, Jake. Don't worry.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Oh,
To like figure out the angles.
yeah, we can do a face a face
Pointing
thumbnail
so
for
bad.
this one. For this one. Whoa! Gun trigger fingers gone.
Oh my god!
Fujimoto hates the Second Amendment.
Dude,
Oh,
Chainsaw Man
wait. Can this be a little bit of a leapfrog into because I know there's been so many tangents. However, Fizzy Breezy been on the cast before.
That's right, friend of the show.
Fantastic pillar of the Chainsaw Man community. And okay.
Good fan
there,
art, though. I love the
fantastic. But there is the tweet Fizzy did about the illustration Fujimoto did of Captain America. That tweet blew up and not only faced widespread praise, but also widespread controversy.
Just listen.
We had a little bit of discourse over there. Over in the Chainsaw Man fandom.
Just listen to the song discourse. And you know what? Traditionally, for a long time, I have always been, I've always been somewhat of a cringe anti-intellectual when it comes to Fujimoto's work. I oftentimes think that meaning is found where there might not be. I think Fizzy absolutely fucking cooked with that because even if it's not Fujimoto's intention, it is a fantastic interpretation, very cool. And then you see, I mean, it was after, I think that Fizzy tweeted that after
the
chapter dropped,
right?
Yeah,
so it was a comment on like
after a bit
look
of
at how Fujimoto talks about America, because he does this, like, he's not very subtle about America in this chapter. You know what I mean? He's
part of me
off the nose.
Part of me does like I'll never know if Fujimoto is making a comment on with the Captain America thing, or if it was just a cool illustration. Either way, but fantastic interpretation. And then especially on the heels of a moment in the chapter kind of playing on gun culture in the United States. I don't think it's a stretch. There are a lot more stretches I've seen in the Chainsaw Man.
Well,
it's a great interpretation either way. So,
in terms of the Captain America illustration, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and Google Fujimoto Captain America. It's a very cool.
Sick. Makes me proud to be an American.
Let's go.
But I will say, one of the things about Captain America is he doesn't traditionally he didn't use guns. He was a punching, kicking guy, and you don't see him use guns in the movies. Really, he uses his shield,
Only in the
right?
first one.
He blocks people right when he's like a soldier.
Yeah.
But he's like a punching, kicking, fighting guy, and it's hard not to. If you know the character of Captain America, it's hard not to feel some kind of significance from giving him like two giant guns in your character design that he very clearly uses. You know what I mean? Putting the American flag as a flagpole for, or putting a giant gun as the flagpole for the American flag. I mean, okay, yeah, he probably didn't. It's probably
He knows
nothing,
this so
right?
well.
It's probably
Right?
not. It probably just looks cool, right?
I mean that's definitely part of it. It's just like Fujimoto, like for half that drawing, I was like, this is the dopest shit I've ever drawn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's not. These are not opposed. I think
Not mutually exclusive.
not mutually exclusive. I think this is my aesthetic theory, but I think the thing that makes it dope when you see it is the hidden layer of meaning within there. It's a little I forget which like linguist
Kind of like a Kendrick song, really.
Kind of like a Kendrick song, or like
Kind
you're
of like a
vibing
brick,
with
you know.
where you're like, this is dope, yes, and then when you get into it, you're like, oh, that's why it was so dope. You know, that's the thing. When you see a cool looking gun, what is it about? What is that? What are you feeling? Where does the feeling come from? Well, there's significance in the weapon. You know what I mean? The power to kill. Yes. That's why it looks sick, you know? And so there you go. Yeah. The interpretation and the coolness, they go together. They enhance each other. Speaking of some cool shit, we have Yoru and the Statue of Liberty. Oh my god. I fucking lost.
Right? I actually lost it. The way I like dropped my phone when I read that. Oh my god.
I was like, oh my god, this shit is going crazy.
Truly epic.
Yeah, I mean, the symbolism, you got the War Devil and the Statue of Liberty. I love Yoru, man. It's just such a great concept for the story. Putting the War Devil in, he has so much to say about like society and war and violence and control. And you know, here he goes. He's pulling out all the stops for this Yoru segment of the story here at the end, and wow, he's been saying a lot of shit with the character. It's been, as an enjoyer of Yoru and the concept, I have no complaints. This has just been great, and this is another great moment leading into the final page, a big cliffhanger that will be resolved sooner rather than later, coming down the line this week. But Yoru pulls the trigger on the gun devil. This is the first time this has happened. Because Makima only ever did this, bang. You know, we know bang, the pistol. But Yoru is pulling a trigger on the gun devil, and the Statue of Liberty cracks.
Oh.
This says a lot about society.
This is society.
Maybe it's the society.
Give the Yoru Joker edits, you know what I mean? Yeah. Get those in there. Yeah. He's like, all right, let's talk. What do you think is going to happen? Let's get into the predictions. What the fuck? Obviously, we're not even going to be close, because who fucking knows? Like, you know, in the middle of this chapter, we cut to America and then the Statue of Liberty. I think that is literally impossible to predict. I don't think it's possible. I don't think there's any evidence at all that this would happen.
I'm gonna
leading
be
up to
real.
the story.
I didn't even realize that it was implying that there was a devil inside the Statue of Liberty until I went on Twitter and I
Is
saw
that?
someone post.
See,
Well,
Is it?
maybe, yeah,
that's what I've been
Is
reading on
it?
Twitter. But I don't think it's
yeah.
true.
I
I
just saw the
mean, it
meme
could
of
be.
the Secret Service agent whispering in George W.'s ear. And like the truth is like, there's a devil inside the Statue of Liberty.
Gun devils in the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
A
Yeah,
second devil contract has hit America.
Yes.
I mean, we know that the U.S. had some of the gun devil, but they did use it in part one. They sent it over to Japan and it got gobbled up.
I
However,
just
they could have some more. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't think that, the US would keep the gun devil in the Statue of Liberty. Symbolism aside, it
Okay.
just sort of
Well,
doesn't
yeah.
make sense for the
In
world.
the rationally speaking, no. But in Tatsumichi Fujimoto's universe, maybe they would.
I don't think that like there's a devil in the Statue of Liberty. I think it's a cool theory, but I think Yoru's going to turn the Statue of Liberty into a weapon somehow.
I could see it. I don't know how she would
like
have
by
ownership
having
of it.
ownership over guns, because
Mm.
guns are America.
Yeah.
And if
True.
Yoru
There
controls the guns, then she owns
There
the
are-
entire country.
There are, in fact, more guns in America than there are American people. Did you know?
Just
That's
as God intended it. Just as God intended it.
Yep.
Second Amendment rights, baby.
Yep.
Absolutely. Let's go.
That's we love that. There's I
And you
think
know what?
there's
And
about
now
like two
3D
to 1.
printers. 3D printers are so widespread. There's even more unregistered firearms, baby. Let's keep it coming.
Oh yeah.
That's great. We're doing good. Everything is fine.
It's fucking
Get
awesome.
excited for the election.
I don't know about that.
Man.
we'll keep that discussion. We won't go on that tangent. I'll cut that one.
You know
out.
what?
That's
You know
awesome.
what? I had something written down that I wanted to pose to y'all.
Okay.
I had a few things too.
So do you think that now with the addition of Yoru's gun and tank gauntlets and the rising fear of war, has Yoru received the power up to stop the apocalypse that Fami talked about a long time
I don't
ago,
think so.
or is there something
Not
more to
even
come?
close.
Not even
She has
close.
to be the death devil, right? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a strong one. Yeah, but
I
if,
think-
if she's kind of, yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, I think just based on like the power levels we've seen so far, I don't think she could even fight like the darkness level, right? And it's like, yeah, if Death Devil is like the strongest guy, Well, I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no, I think she's still got some more to go. Also, we don't know what Fami's full intention there is, right? Like,
Yeah.
is it just to power her up so much that then she's strong enough to fight the Death Devil? Because at that point, she has to, like, if Yor is super strong, and then Fami comes in and says, okay, let's fight the Death Devil, well, she might not do it, right? Like,
Yeah.
so there's probably more to it than just powering her up. She also has, like, something has to happen.
So my crack theory is that like Fami was like, okay, my power is that I can control people who are like starving, right? So I was thinking, well, if we take that, in sort of like a less of like a literal sense, right? Right now, what has she been doing, right? She's starving Denji, like emotionally, right? Maybe she's like trying to take control of him by like, depriving him of everything. So he's, starved emotionally. Same thing with Asa, right? I mean, she's isolated from everybody. If she like that conflict with Yoru gets too bad, suddenly Asa's been, starved of like attention, starved of affection,
I could see it. Like Fami taking control of both of them. But she said that her pawns aren't at full power. So that's why that one, I don't. Because then she powers them up, and then she makes them weaker again by making them pawns. I don't know.
Maybe
It's
like
for
making
something.
the pawns is like a different like an
Mm,
application. Like she can like control them,
right.
but like yeah.
Maybe she has some other. I mean, she's definitely got some secret shit in store because she mentioned her power in
Oh,
the
true.
jailbreak. She was like,
Yeah.
She this is
I've
only a
got
fraction of my
some.
power.
Yeah, I've got some conditions on my abilities, and Asa's like, "What are they?" And she's like, "I'm not telling you."
Do you think
So, yeah,
after
very
the
fun
revelation,
video.
do you think after the revelation that Fami can like control devils by turning them into like beef jerky and sending them out like Pokemon is going to get her a cease and desist letter from Nintendo?
No, no.
Maybe we should put them in like
Luckily, yeah. Uh, Fujimoto does not trace Game Freak designs.
That's true. Wait,
He
that's
does
not,
not.
did you see that? That's not even what like the lawsuit is. It's about the PAL spheres. Sorry, I should fuck. Okay, no,
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Trace time, yeah.
But yeah,
It's,
no,
it's a
Power
little
does
lazy
trace
here,
designs.
but
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Fujimoto does not trace designs. No one can fucking figure out how the fuck he comes up with these designs.
gosh, he's so cracked with it. He's so goddamn cracked.
Yeah, he's so wild. Okay, I think our conclusions, we just don't fucking know what's gonna happen with the Statue of Liberty. Lots of people are saying that a devil's gonna come out. Maybe it will turn into a weapon. Maybe something else. It could be something. It could be completely something different entirely. It definitely has something to do with Yoru's gun finger, but who knows? The
You
trigger
know what?
finger is pulled, and
I'm calling it. Next chapter entirely from Pochita's perspective with the blood drive thing.
ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
in.
We just don't address this for like 10 more chapters.
yeah. Let's go.
Wait,
That's
I
that's
was
the
actually
Asa and Yoru way,
no.
baby.
I actually did have another prediction, which is that like, um, Yoru, like 400,000 of these fingers disappear.
Supernova?
And I think Yoru is going to do like a super gun blast on
Yeah.
Pochita that blows open his stomach, and all of the devils that he had eaten
Oh,
come
shit.
back out. We get it all at once. Blam!
The Nazi devil?
Yes, that's it. No.
Holy
What?
shit.
What are you cooking for that design, Fujimoto? You know what I mean? Like,
You gotta tread
be
lightly,
careful. Yeah. I mean, he's deep in doing controversial shit already in part two. He laid the flare. He's fucking burning it all down. He's gonna fucking war. So, we could see some crazy shit happen, which would be interesting. That's my prediction. I predict a big time War Devil, like super global orbital strike or whatever, some mega anime shit, and just like
Oh god, he
blast
spit up
shit
the
out.
tungsten rods, devil.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Yes. And then a bunch of shit comes spilling out of Pochita, but that's only, literally anything can happen. Who knows? Literally no one has any idea what the fuck's going on. We still don't really know what even is fucking happening in the story, which is bizarre because it seems like it's almost over.
See, I don't think it's even close to being over. I think we got at least.
My new prediction is that the United States will try to stop Pochita, or the Death Devil, by using, now that he spit up the tungsten rod devil, by using a kinetic bombardment facility from space that fires a tungsten rod down upon the planet to deal with whatever issue, because we don't have nuclear weapons anymore. So
there you go. You heard it here first, folks. You got the spoilers. Yeah. Lock in. This was leaks. Yeah. Leaked.
Lock in, baby.
Leaked chapter. Well, unfortunately, the next chapter has been spoiled. But for the chapter after that, you can come back here at the Public Relations Special Broadcast, and we will be doing a chapter discussion again.
Bless up, baby. Bless up.
Yeah, we have a chapter coming down the line this week. We will have a chapter discussion on that next Sunday. I'll be back in the United States. The music fiend will be joining us again, so look forward to their performances coming back through. Thank you to all the listeners. Thank you to both of my guests and my co-hosts for coming back,
I'm back
on the show.
Yeah.
Woo!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lily, as well. It was a wonderful discussion.
Thank you for having me.
Let's be high five.
It was very fun.
I'm doing it.
Like, subscribe, comment. Come back here next week, and we will see you then. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.